I'm inside of the Warwick County Courthouse where there was just a hearing for Isaiah Hagan, who is accused of killing 20-year-old USI student Haley Rathgaber. Yes, Lauren, right now we're at the 900 block of West Columbia Avenue, where Evansville police were called to earlier this morning after reports of gunshots being fired. A very quiet Isaiah Hagan has entered through those doors right behind me at the Warwick County Courthouse. Day one of his trial has centered on selecting a jury to hear his case. The average consumer would probably eat a handful of these gummy bears. However, it only takes one to experience a fatal overdose. Students at North High School are joining along with thousands of other students across the country in honor of the 17 lives that were taken at the Parkland shooting just 1 month ago. What was once a place of worship for many people here at Our Lady of Grace Church will now turn into a full-blown Italian restaurant. But to avoid any bridezilla moments from happening, be sure to arrive as early as possible. This right here is one of the 11 dogs that were sent here to the Voorhees Animal Orphanage. All of them will be ready for adoption this Saturday. Again, experts want to remind you that the sooner you file your taxes, the less you will have to worry about, while lowering your chances of any fraudulent activity. Co-owners Chris and Bill say that there are more things to come, including an upgraded look on the outside and further menu options coming to Route 73. Again, Atlantic City officials advise residents to keep an eye out for the community during these cold temps. And if you happen to see someone that is staying out a little too longer than usual and you suspect that they are homeless, text to tip 411. 1,000 shoes that were collected by various members of the community. Half of them are sitting right behind me here at the Salvation Army, ready for distribution before Christmas. Just a little over a week ago, federal workers and contractors gathered here to rally against the partial government shutdown. Today, the contractors still want their side of the story to be heard.
You don't realize, you're a senior citizen, it's 4 inches of snow on the ground, you're not leaving your house for a few days.
That's what inspired Mayor Rosanello and his family to start a snow removal program throughout North Wildwood. Last Sunday, 20 volunteers came to the rescue, shoveling and salting over 60 properties throughout the shore town. Mayor Rosanello says 70 seniors and disabled individuals signed up through City Hall to receive assistance from the band of shovelers.
I've gotten overwhelmed with response from the residents. We've gotten thank you notes, phone calls, emails, and I was out with some people shoveling, and the response is just amazing.
North Wildwood resident Bob Finn, a 93-year-old World War II veteran, admits,
It was a godsend, honestly. I mean, this is helping a lot of people, and I'm glad they started it. I hope they do this in a lot of towns.
Bob is grateful that the program came to his town just in time.
The doctor went by one time and I was shoveling Dr. Murata, and he gave me heck. He says, "Hey, what are you doing out there? You're too old for that stuff."
Mayor Rosanello highly encourages anyone to join the new snow removal program. To do so, just contact City Hall and they will get you squared away for the next snowstorm. In North Wildwood, I'm Melanie Zayas for SNJ Today. Yes, Amanda, what was once the Feller Towing and Recovery is no longer a structure. Officials say the building is a loss, but everyone who worked inside of that building made it out safely just in time. Fire crews and first responders were hard at work after calls of a possible commercial structure fire. They responded to the 4100 block of Bergdahl Road in northern Vanderburgh County. District Chief Amy Smith says smoke was visible at the time of dispatch.
They initiated an attack. Due to the volume of the fire, they had to make it an exterior attack, so we put up our aerials and have been putting the fire out.
The Feller Towing and Recovery repair shop was destroyed in the fire, yet officials say there is still no word on what exactly caused the fire.
Shortly after arrival, there was some roof collapse. There were a couple of small explosions. This portion of their property, that building, is a total loss. However, the main office, fire did not get in there. We've been trying to salvage some of their computers and other records for them.
Chief Smith says there are no reported injuries from the fire. However, some pets are still unaccounted for from the building.
They did lose some equipment in the fire and some other vehicles, small equipment. Obviously, it's going to be a hit right now for their company.
The investigation of that fire is ongoing. 44 News will continue to provide updates as information becomes available. Melanie, Zayas, 44 News.
When third grader Jacob Chappelle left for school this morning, he had no idea that he was going to see someone he missed very much during lunchtime. Army specialist Nicholas Chappelle has come back home from Washington State to surprise his little brother after more than a year away.
I would be very happy because he doesn't come home that much.
Hey, bub.
A perfect moment, all planned out days ahead of time between Nicholas and Jacob's third grade teacher, Andrea Redder.
And I was so nervous all morning. I was shaking just because I wanted it to go so well. And even, the minutes leading up to it before he came in, I was so nervous. But just seeing that reaction that he had, God, it just made me so happy.
I just got off a plane at about 4:30 this morning. I flew all night, left the airport this morning, had to play some fun little white lies to get him to school while I was getting a ride home from the airport.
I thought it was just like a normal interviewing thing that would happen like once a year, maybe, or something. And then I heard the voice, looked over, saw my brother, and I just had the biggest surprised face ever.
And the first thing these brothers plan on doing together:
Play with him, I guess. Or hang out. Well, not specifically play, but most likely hang out.
simply living in the moment after more than a year of moments apart. I'm Melanie Zayas for SNJ Today.